If you live in St. Mary's County, let's be honest, the last time you danced was probably at your senior prom. But if you have a daughter like mine who loves to dance or a son who'd like to impress the ladies, I'd like to introduce you to a woman who is promoting the good, true, and the beautiful through classical dance instruction. Meet Sheryl-Marie Dunaway, the founder and artistic director of Ballet Caliente. So I'm here at Ballet Caliente with Sheryl-Marie Dunaway. Sheryl-Marie, thank you very, very much for having me.
That's my pleasure.
My daughter loves dancing here at the studio. She's only 5 years old, so she's just getting her feet wet, but she absolutely loves it. So Mrs. Dunaway, what got you started in dance? How old were you? What was it like?
I've always danced. I never remember not dancing. My mom will tell you that I danced in the womb. But I started formal lessons at 3 years old and continued studying my entire life. I went to performing arts boarding school, danced professionally, and have just always loved ballet.
Well, that's incredible. And I know that you also taught in all these different places that you got to live too. And finally, being able to build your own studio from the ground up here, I'm sure that's just been an incredible experience.
It is an incredible experience. We like to call this the Ballerina Barbie Dream House. I started teaching at 12 at the YMCA in my local town, and then every place I moved with my husband, I taught there as well, 20-some times. My husband's partner, Tom Watts, decided, well, let's just build you a place. So I got to build the Ballerina Barbie Dream House.
That's incredible.
To me, now, this space, I feel a blessing that I have been bestowed, and it is my way of helping produce wonderful young women and young men, hopefully I'll get some men, to become wonderful citizens. That's very important to me. One of the things that we talk about our dancers get other than wonderful, caring dance training is discipline, dedication, devotion, and determination. Because I believe with those things, you can become successful at every endeavor. The primary importance is for them to feel good about themselves, good about the music, good about how their skirt twirls, and have fun. We can't give them self-confidence. But as a dance educator and you as a parent, what we can do is put those children in an environment to which they can succeed on their own. And when they do that, then they feel self-confident.
Yeah, I love that. I've always believed that confidence is a product of competence. So where are we at?
We are at the entrance of the upstairs of Ballet Caliente. We designed the building. I wanted it to be pretty as well as functional. Every space has a purpose. This is where they have their lunch. This is Studio B. This is primarily where the younger dancers dance. We don't have a lot of things on the wall. Helps them concentrate. It also helps myself and my staff to have a blank slate.
Yeah.
So you don't have any distractions. And
that makes a lot of sense.
The mirrors are for self-assessment. Because you can be your own teacher.
So what's one thing that people might not expect that you would want for people to know?
I would have to say it's the amount of discipline that your child will gain. But not only that, they will become autonomous. And autonomous is very important when you're 5 years old, learning to put your own jacket on, put your own shoes on. But autonomy is also very important when you become a young lady.
Sure.
To be able to speak up for yourself, to be able to say what you want in a respectful manner. The amount of things that the girls learn here, other than combinations of dancing, I think is probably the most surprise of most parents. To this day, every girl that has graduated from Ballet Caliente has been in the top of their class. I've had valedictorians, salutatorians, always 2%ers and 10%ers. It's not really because of dancing, it's because they have learned to train their minds.
I think as a parent, you always kind of want to make sure that, everything's okay and everyone's being treated well. But when you step in here and you see everybody just being happy and all the girls hanging out and enjoying themselves prior to, and every time Fia's always got wonderful things to say about how much fun she had, all the friends that she's making.
One of the things that is very important that goes along with that for me is I ask parents to trust me. And that is a hard thing as a parent. We do have every child's best interest at heart.
Just by some of the short conversations that we've had earlier about some of the security that you have in the building, even some of the privacy that you guys make sure that the girls have, not a surprise to me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Lastly, I want to just talk a little bit about your staff. Tell me a little bit more about that.
I have very many. So Julie Daly has been with me for probably the longest. I noticed she was helping in the classroom, and I noticed her moving so gracefully across the floor. I was like, excuse me, Mrs. Daly, do you dance? And she said, well, I did. That was many, many years ago. This is her dream too. She is a fabulous dancer and teacher. And I have Julie Sacco, who has also danced with me for a very long time. She started taking adult classes, but we found out that she has been a previous Clara. So she has had a lot of training too. All my teachers have a lot of training. And all of them have their areas that they are particularly good at.
One of the things that I think that I was surprised to find out that I think other people would want to know is the actual age range that you have for the dancers.
We have some story time classes for mom and tot, and then we have pre-ballet for 3 and 4-year-olds. We have primary ballet for 5-year-olds, and then we go up through high school. So, and lots of different types of classes. We even have a special class for boys now.
All right.
Yeah, which is really fun. And recently started acrobatics.
So I want to say again, thank you so much for taking us through. For the folks that are interested in learning more about Ballet Caliente, where can they go to learn more?
We have a website, balletcaliente.com. We have an app. The best way to do it would just be school manager at balletcaliente.com. She can tell you all the information you want to know.
Thank you again. Really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.